try not to be confrontational.
I've got this down, thanks. Hi.
Were you expecting a straitjacket?
No. You look nice.
Oh. Fashion's key at a court-martial.
It's not really a court-martial, right? It's a rule of 7
I know what it is, Abby.
You want it out anyway, right?
Yeah, it's all a ploy.
You know I love you, right? You know that. I was worried about you because I love you.
And you think I'm crazy?
No, not crazy.
Oh, right. Sick. Mentally unstable. Suddenly plagued by a psychiatric illness. Truth is, I was having a pretty good time.
I want you to come back to Chicago with me.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe you could call the MPs again.
Eric, you've seen this. You know if you don't stay medicated, it can get bad. I mean, bad. You could end up wasting...
Abby, she's right here.
Yeah, I know she is. It's not a secret. She knows it. She'll tell you. She will tell you. Mom, tell him. Tell him, Mom. Mom, tell him.
I'll be in the waiting room.
What the hell, Abby?
Yeah, what the hell? You called her? You know, it took me 3 days to find you, and I had to talk my way onto the base.
I didn't ask you to do that.
But you called her, the most unreliable, undependable person in our lives?
And you're dependable.
Yeah, to you I am, yes.
And I'm sorry. I have to apologize to poor Abby. Poor Abby. My career's over, but she doesn't get to be the savior again.
You need help, Eric, and Mom screwed up the first time you went to her.
1, I don't need help. And 2, I didn't go to her. She thought she saw something. She dragged me to her doctor. I went to make her happy, and her doctor proved her wrong.
She wasn't wrong.
Then why am I not allowed to call her?
Is there anything I can do?
No.
Would you like me to tell anyone at County?
No. I really don't want you to do anything.
Yeah, I was so worried about you. I even went to your apartment.
Well, it's up for lease if you want to move back in. No ramps.
You know the night this... After you left the wedding, I tried calling you. Because I wanted to talk. I was hoping...
I know. I was checking the message when I got Oh, I know.
Parents coming to take you home?
My mom's been here for a few days.
I've never been to Baton Rouge. Maybe I could come visit you.
Don't.
What?
Just don't tell me you're going to do something when I know you won't.
Why don't you think I'd come visit you?
Because that's what our relationship is, Neela. You give me hope, and I, like a fool, believe you.
Right, that's not true.
It is true. I've waited for you. I trusted you. I fought for you. And I even fell in love with you. For what? So you could just keep running back to Gates.
I'm not. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's over. Danny and I are done.
Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it?
Checking sutures. I think I might have left it in there. Okay, Abigail?
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Hey, Sheriff, hold up. Hey, bring it back here a minute.
Big guy, time for you to say something intended to be funny.
He's got to be bleeding in the belly.
No, look, the belly is clear.
Well, we're missing something.
Units 3 and 4 going up.
He needs a second chest tube.
The first one's in a good position.
He had less than 500 cc's out.
More in there.
I don't see a hemothorax.
I was upstairs. It wouldn't let us down. What the hell happened?
The OK Corral.
Oh my God. Any free fluid?
You need a CT.
It's not the belly, Ray.
Morris?
Dr. Weaver, look at the film. The right hemithorax is still slightly opaque. That's blood. You don't see an air fluid level because he's lying flat.
First chest tube should have drained it.
Not if it's kinked or clotted. Oh. Okay. Over a liter in the chest.
Where's another thoracial? Next door, I think. Be right back.
Open your eyes, 'cause I need you to look into mine. Tell me that you'll open your eyes. Tell me that you'll open your eyes. Tell me that you'll open your eyes.
How you doing?
Hey, have a seat, Doctor. Are you sure you don't want some coffee? I got an extra one.
No, I'm fine.
Well, I guess I'll have to drink it myself. Can't get enough of this stuff.
Who's that?
It's Detective Brannigan. He's part of the felony review team. We investigate all first-degree murder cases. I'm not trying to hang you out to dry or ruin your career. But if you showed Mrs. Abbott how to alter the PCA to deliver a fatal dose of Dilaudid, you can be held accountable for Ricky Abbott's death. Now, Miss Hathaway said that Ricky was getting 80 mics of Dilaudid an hour through the PCA. Mics is micrograms. And that Ricky's mother could give him a booster of an additional 120 every 2 hours.
That's right.
But she was uncertain as to how much Dilaudid you originally placed in the machine. It was empty when Detective Brannigan examined it a few minutes ago.
Mr. Sullivan. I've dedicated my life to pediatric medicine. I've cared for dozens of dying kids. Kids in agony, pain. You and I can't even imagine. Ricky Abbott was gonna die. Not in a month, or a week, or a day, in hours. And nothing I did or could have done was gonna change that. His mother had already watched one son die from the disease, and she was sitting there watching her second son dying a horrible death from something that she passed on to him. Sometimes it's impossible to save a kid's life, and the only thing we can do is save them from suffering. Leave them with a little dignity. In the end, that's all they have.
Tell me, were you relieving the child's suffering, or were you relieving your own? If you were so certain you were doing the right thing, why didn't you administer the lethal dose yourself? You're the doctor. You could have stayed. You could have made sure there were no complications. That he really did die with dignity. But you left. You knew that killing that child was wrong. That's why you snuck out of the house before dawn, isn't it? You didn't want to be there, did you? You didn't want to be there because you knew killing Ricky Abbott was wrong.
Don't even think about it. That's my chopper.
They said they were sending a chopper for 2 pages.
Well, looks like they lied. Hey, I don't want to come this helicopter. Fine, fair enough.
He needs an ICU bed.
So get him one. He has bilateral pulmonary contusions, and they're starting to glue. And my boy Marty here's a 70-year-old diabetic with gram-negative sepsis from cholecystitis. I'm only 68. Hip parasites. Hey, get that new chopper out of my airspace. My Mason's gonna lose his airway. So innovate him and take him in your bike. He's not safe to transfer.
Arguing like this isn't helping either one of them.
Oh, you know you're right. I'll tell you what. You can take the chopper after I'm finished with it. Let's go.
Test 101.
All right, got 10 grains of Tylenol and piggyback to gentamicin.
So, hopefully you're never gonna see this thing. But if you are, well, then, no, something went wrong. Or maybe not wrong, but certainly not according to plans. I love you, Neela. Marrying you was the happiest day of my life. And you make me strong. Now, I know you didn't want me to come back to Iraq, and yes, if you're watching this, you owe me a big I told you so, but I did what I had to do. You're the most beautiful and kind person that I know. I just want you to be happy. And just know that I'll always be with you. I want you to find somebody, get married, have babies. Of course, you won't be as fine as me, but I guess you'll just have to live with that. I love you, yeah. Forever.
come in?
You didn't go to that debriefing.
Did you?
Yeah. It was just me, Eve, and Clemente.
You hungry? You want some pizza? I can warm it up in the microwave. Okay. Mad about something?
What do you think?
Yes? I didn't need to go to the debriefing.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and Clemente. And whatever it is that is going on between the two of you. If you want to get into a pissing match with him, that's fine. Just leave me out of it.
He was wrong.
And that's the most important thing, isn't it? He was wrong and you were right. And while you were arguing about it, the little girl died. As if she hadn't suffered enough. God, she was 10 years old, Lika. And he had her for months, and I just can't stop thinking about what she must have gone through, and I can't stop thinking about how afraid she must have been, and I can't stop thinking about why we couldn't save her. I just...
I'm okay. Daddy slipped and he fell and he hit his head. But I'm okay.
They put you in restraints.
Yeah, it's just a precaution. They're a little paranoid. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. What's he doing here?
He slipped and fell outside his office building.
His office building?
He's on conditional release.
You're out.
I'm better. I'm sorry. That wasn't me who did that to you. To your friend. You know that, right? You're a doctor. You know it's a disease. I'm being treated. I'm okay now.
Great. Glad you're okay.
Mark, are you okay? You came to say goodbye?
No. Stay. I want you to stay.
But, Mark...
I love you. And I'm stupid for not saying it before.
No, it's okay. I knew. In a way, I knew.
Stay. We belong together. Tell me you don't feel the same.
I'm sorry.
Faye's leaving, man. We're right together.
Mark, you are my best friend. I don't know how I'm gonna make it without you.
Don't go.
I have to. I don't belong here anymore. I have a new life. It's going in a different direction.
Susan, I don't want to lose you.
I'll never forget you.
I do love you.
What?
I love you. Bye.
Marco, где Марко? Luka, Marko, gdje je Marko? Luka, gdje mi je beba moja?
Non è una pulso.
Marco. Facimi moju bebu.
Marko je mrtav. Čekaj tu leži dolje, ne mrdaj! Šta te pogodilo? Koliko je duboka rana?
Ovo su mi jasne snesi, Ivan.
A piece of shrapnel had torn into Daniela's spleen and she was bleeding to death. When I turned back to my daughter, she wasn't breathing. I lost her pulse. But as long as I kept doing CPR and breathing for my daughter, I thought she had a chance. I could only pray that someone would get there to help. Ljudi, ima nekog da mi pomogne! If I picked up Daniela at that moment and gotten her to the hospital, she could have had surgery. She could have lived. But I couldn't leave my little girl. Daniela, ostane budna! I waited and prayed. I prayed someone would come. And no one came. No one came. Jasna. I called out for hours as I stayed there, breathing for her, doing CPR. I finally had to stop from exhaustion. I lost them all. You couldn't sacrifice the one to save the other. Even if you had, you'd still blame yourself.